footprints in the sand. And to my surprise, I noticed that many times along the path of my life, there was only one set of footprints. And I noticed that it was at the lowest and saddest times in my life. I asked the Lord about it. Lord, you said that once I decided to follow you, you would walk with me all the way. But I noticed that during the most troublesome times in my life, there's only one set of footprints. I don't understand why you left my side when I needed you most. And the Lord said, my precious child, I never left you during your times of trial. When you see only one set of footprints, it was then that I was carrying you. I pray that you will trust God to be there for you. And if this message succeeds in touching only one or two of you tonight, then I've done my job. May God bless you in all that you do, and may He carry you through the rest of your life. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Pat. To represent our school council is a chairperson, Constable Randolph Lynch.
Thank you, Jessica. I guess they arranged on a schedule where Mr. Wood would make a long speech, Reverend Young shorter, and mine's going to be shorter still, because I'm not one used to giving speeches. Usually I say to people, like, you're under arrest and you have the right to this. So this is new to me, so I'll get on with a few things I jotted down. Good evening, parents, invited guests, Reverend and Mrs. Young, the staff at St. Peter's School, and most of all, the graduating class of 2000. I would like to take this opportunity on behalf of the school council to thank the graduating class for giving me the chance to say a few words. When Mr. Wood graciously told me I had to say a few words, I began to think of my time at St. Peter's. Now, trust me when I say that didn't last long, because I finally realized how old I'm getting. But one of the things that stayed with me over the years is the friendships that I developed while at St. Peter's. I think this is somewhat unique to St. Peter's School, because although we serve the communities of Bryan's Cove, Bishop's Cove, and Upper Island Cove, St. Peter's School is one community. Over the past 10 years, graduating class, most of you have spent as much time with your classmates as you have with your own parents, brothers, and sisters. No doubt during this time you have developed friendships that will last a lifetime. Once you go on to high school and then further, you will face new challenges. I'm sure the friendships you've developed here at St. Peter's will stay with you, as have mine. During my 2 years of being involved with the school council here, I've had the opportunity to see the results of tests that are given by the Department of Education. These tests, as the graduating class knows, are common throughout the province in all schools at different times write the same test. The students at St. Peter's not only do well in these tests, they usually have very high scores compared with both the district and the province. I say this because this is not only a reflection of the staff here at St. Peter's, but also on you, the students. It shows the dedication and hard work that you are willing to give. And no doubt, through this hard work and dedication, you will not only do St. Peter's proud, but yourselves as well, in whatever you do in the future. So once again, I would like to thank the graduating class for giving me the opportunity to say these few words. And on behalf of St. Peter's School Council, I wish to congratulate you on your graduation and wish you all the best for the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Constable Lynch. I'd just like to add that sometimes we as students, and even adults, I suppose, see the police sometimes as someone to keep away, to keep distance from. I think we should probably realize that there are friends, there are people we turn to when we need help. If somebody is hurting us or doing something wrong to us, or whatever the case may be, we need help. They're the ones that help us. This is the part of the ceremony now we're going to call each graduate. The graduate will come here, as they know, receive a little present from us, their booklet, their memory book, if you like. They will go onto the stage. They will stand on the stage, pause for a moment, and then go over on the other side. They usually come back on the lectern, or the risers, I'm sorry, over by the screen. This year we've arranged something a little differently. And they're going to go down the back, so they'll be on the side there, girls, they'll be down that way. They're going to pause in the back, and they're going to wait there till we ask them to come up again. So, Mr. Lundgren, when you're ready, we're going to call
This is the part of the program where I usually get back at every student who's given me a hard time for the last, not 10 months, but 3 years. 7, 8, 9. The first one was Megan Adams. Now, Megan, she loves to wear platform shoes. Come forward, Megan. Don't be shy. And a while ago, she had on these really high shoes. And she went down to my mom's classroom. When she came back, she had a black eye. I said, Megan, what happened? She didn't want to tell me, but I found out after that she tripped down and struck her eye off the desk. Christina Bartlett. Christina is very quiet, but if you saw some of the artwork Christina produces, that's how she'll be remembered, because she's a really good drawer. Megan Coombs. Angel. Megan, how will I remember Megan? Every winter we take a ski trip. And this year when we went to White Hills, we were all up on the slopes, down, skiing down, and I was going up in the lift, and I heard the screeching. When I looked, a caribou was chasing Megan. She was going down over the slopes like this, with her poles, so we called Megan Boo, because that was the caribou's name. Donna Crane. Donna. Donna is known for her outspokenness. And that's as far as I'll go on that. Next, Angela Crocker. Angela tries to make everyone believe she's quiet. But you get her together with a couple of her buddies, and she's known for poking fun. She can do it too. I don't know what she turns out. Terry Lee Drower. Terry Lee been all the winter talking about babies. I believe she will be a nurse. Anyway, she finally got twin sisters. that's all she's been talking about. Lots of practice, yes. A lot of night shifts this summer, I think. Jennifer Greeley. Jennifer Goat, she's known as. Jennifer is known for being late. She's the last for everything. For the past week or more now, we've been harping on, you gotta get your money in for your tickets, for your guests. So Mr. Peddle, we were up in the room before we came down. She said, sir, guess what? I forgot my money. I'm late. I said, Jennifer, what else is new? Tammy Lee King. Tammy Lee. Tammy Lee spent more time in my classroom this year than she spent in her own. I don't know why that was. I don't know if... I don't know if it's anything to do with a lynch or anything. Every time the bell would ring, I'd say, Tammy Lee, will you go out in your own classroom? And I'd go out. Danielle Mercer. Danielle says, sir, I gotta wear glasses, you know. And she's up in front, and she wears glasses. But if there's anything concerning a test, she can see, she got 20/20 vision. Because everything, if I've been talking to Mr. Peddler, I write something down, she got it. And she's supposed to be. Nancy Mercer. I'll remember Nancy for her honesty. Fire sale. Terry Lynn Mercer. Remember Terry Lynn for being outspoken as well. Say the least. Yeah. But she got a hard goal. Terry Lynn Neal. Mr. Peddle said our mother makes good bread. Anything at all, we got it all delivered. This morning we had salt fish. A lot of perks. Keep them going. Courtney Noseworthy. I'll remember Courtney for telling me about 3 times a week, I love you, sir. I love you. Especially when I didn't sign any homework, so don't say I don't love you. And finally, last girl, not the least, Jennifer Yetman from Brian Scott. Jennifer, you can't help, all Jennifer does is smile. Now, the boys. Michael Adams, Lauren. Michael is known for his remarks too, but usually his and volleyball court, you know. He's very dry. Michael Barrett. Michael had been working like a dog this year. And I didn't find out till the first parent visitation what it was all about. Last summer his father put him to work. And if he didn't get his marks up, he said he got to go to work in the summer. Michael's been working. Mark Bishop. I haven't seen Mark in 3 years. Unless I had a chair or a bench. No. Mark, I'll remember Mark, he always called me Little Man. And you can see why. Randy Coons. Randy Danny. Randy, we remember Randy for talking. Especially Nancy. I don't know. Chad Drover. Chad, yeah, he's here as all. A lot of fellas getting die jobs, right? Yeah. But I'll remember Chad. I think this year he might get his wish because I think Colorado was going to win the cup. He's been hard to get 3 years. And I used to tell him to keep dreaming, but Brian Drover. Now Brian, well, I got to get over and get to Brian for a second now. Brian, we're starting the club. Brian, Mr. Pedal and myself, the vertically challenged. We're going to keep us, you know. See, Mark can't enter that club. Only us. You wanted to see him acting. Bernie Stapleton, I don't know if you know Bernie Stapleton. She's a well-known actress. During the awards, she said, Brian, I absolutely love you because he's a really good actor. Tony Hearn. Tony is known for joking and carrying on. I give Tony a hard time, but I think he gives it to me back. Darren Lynch. That's another one of the Goat family. That's the second one. Brent Newman. Brent is known for his wrestling imitations. You can do Randy Savage, better than Randy Savage and stuff. Jamie O'Leary. Now, remember Jamie. Jamie loves reflecting light from the sun that comes in through the window on his watch. And finally, Chris C-Sharp. I don't know what Chris is going to do when he gets to Ascension. Yeah, because all he ever writes on his test is fancy. When he gets a teacher that's not familiar, I don't know. I told him he should have registered after Ascension as fancy Sharp. Ladies and gentlemen, that was 9P. Now for 9L. First, Lindsay Bishop. Lindsay is like Angela. Lindsay is like Angela. She tries to make everyone believe she's quiet. And she's been telling us her dad is punching the rough times the last couple of days. Because her sister has gone away. Natalie Brazel. Natalie is known as Boo the sequel because Natalie was with Megan when the caravan chased them down the hill. I thought we were going to have to go to the hospital because they were going in there. Natalie said she didn't scream, but that's not what I heard. Next, Trudy Clark, age Rose. Trudy, we tried to get her to do it, but she wouldn't. But Trudy can imitate all of us here at St. Peter's, better than ourselves. Suzanne Combs, a.k.a. Jimmy. Suzanne was late one day for school, and Ryan said, "Sir, I know why she's late." I said, "Why is that, Ryan?" He said, "Sir, her brother's goat chased her to school." Now, if you can think back, we got 2 goats in grade 9 and 1 goat that wants to 10th grade. Nicole Griffiths, Nikki. I don't know what time she started talking in life. I don't know how old she was, but she hasn't stopped since. I guess if she's going to sleep, that's the only way she'll stop. And I'm sure before the year's out she's going to trip it in. She's right by the door. Sometimes she got a tendency to stick out her foot. Crystal Jones. Crystal is really quiet as well. But she loves the news. Raylene Lynch. And like Mr. Wood said, Raylene is always smart. I'll wait until I call someone else before I have anything else to say. Jessica Neal, our MC. Jessica sits right in front of my desk. Jessica is well known for being outspoken, like Mr. Wood said. But she's slow walking. And I'll ask the grade 9s to answer this question. What's Jessica's favorite subject? Mallory Peddle. Mallory, the daughter of Mr. Peddle. A couple of things. I remember one day Mallory tried to stab me with the pen. But more often than not, during health class, and she was so sorry, can you close the door, please? She didn't want her dad to hear. Amanda Penny. Yes. We thought about it. Amanda used to be shy. This year she's, no, that was last year. This year she's coming ahead leaps and bounds. She's pretty quick too with respect. Crystal Penny. Now I can finish what I want to say about Raylene. Crystal and Raylene, I don't know if they're crooked or what they are, but in the morning when everybody else is talking, before announcements or before the register or prayers, well not prayers, but the register, they're quiet when everybody else is talking, and the minute the announcements comes on, I don't know what Mr. Wood thinks today, that's when Raylene and Crystal start talking. When they're supposed to be quiet, that's when they'll start talking. Jennifer Somerton. Jennifer is another one, 3 times a week, so yes, I'm short. Lindsay Walsh. Lindsay just moved here this year from St. Francis, and she's fit like a glove, and she's best remembered for joking and laughing. On to the boys, David Adams. David's another quiet one. But David was down the back, I'd say 4 months this year, and he couldn't see his young. Until his mom told him. I moved him up and he was the best guy. He didn't want to move away from Kenny, see? He's got it. Stephen Combs. Stephen is almost back to the original colour. He had to go for a dye job yesterday. He said, sir, don't practice the Grand March or anything because I got to go and get my hair dyed. Well, Stephen had a little bit of blonde and a lot of dark root. Eddie Crane. Okay. And while Stephen died out, Eddie died in. Ryan Drover. Ryan is a tall fella. But I'd say, in around the Drovers, there's not a thing standing. Ryan can pick apart more stuff. We did just finishing off the physics unit on electricity. Whatever I asked for, Ryan said, sir, I'll bring that up tomorrow. Battery packs. Barbecue starters. Sean Sean still got a bit of the gold. Not bad. Sean will be remembered for striking the post. Trevor James. Trevor is the real buddy. And Mr. Pendleton, Mr. Reeds, Mr. Grower, Mr. Bishop. Whatever we want, Trevor is right there to do. And Trevor got more medals. He got more medals than, I don't know, West Cal Sports. Melvin James. Melvin's really quiet. He really likes to be fun. Michael Morris Lynch. He's usually Michael Morris to me. Michael, where are you? Grey Downs? What is Michael best known for? Michael absolutely loves women. He's the flirtatious one. Sean Lynch. I was going to ask his parents what time he went to bed, because from first, just after prayers, until recess time, Sean can't keep his eyes open. Now, he's doing well in the meantime, but I'll say, Sean, sleepy again this morning? He'll say, yes, sir. Adam Noseworthy. I remember Adam from wrestling, especially with me. Andrew Osborne. Andrew, he's like a warrior or something. Yesterday, well, every time. He gives me money for something, so make sure he gets that down there. Make sure. Don't forget.
Can I just say something? Andrew has a few more ambitions than his father. I can remember being in grade 8, the teacher asked us, Nev, what are you going to be when you grow up? A midget, sir.
Andrew got that better now, I think. Jordan Riggs. I'll remember Jordan for prayers. Every morning I go to class. If on occasion, Jessica, she's always there. She wants to mark the register. Jordan always says prayers every straight morning. When I go in class in the morning, I go in with my books and under my arm, ready to teach. All the work is done. Chris D. Sharp. Chris loves to sing now. You better sing again. Jeffrey Williams. Jeffrey really likes juice boxes. Every day, faithfully, juice box. So we'll call Jeffrey Juice Box G. Last but not least, Kenny, Top Hat Yetman. Kenny, I remember Kenny because first, I don't know, we were in class about a month or so, and we were doing skits, and Kenny got down on one knee and asked me to marry him. Ladies and gentlemen, that's 9P, 9L. Just about every year, this year is an exception actually. We usually have to go to grade 8 to get some boys or girls, or both, for the Grand March. And this year we just had to have one young man, and that's Brendan Stone from Brian's Cove. Brendan, if you could stand up, please. And thank you, Brendan.
This year, ladies and gentlemen, we've got something that's a little different than other years. I don't think we've ever done it, certainly not since I've been here. And that's been a number of years. I think you're in for a real treat. Mrs. Rushton, when you're ready, please. Where is she? Everything is done is their idea, except for, you know, you can't very well change somebody going on stage and getting a picture or something like that. This year they decided to sing a song by Garth Brooks entitled The River. So Megan Adams, when you're ready, would you lead off, please? Take your places on the risers, graduates. You follow Megan all the way down the back.
Megan, don't trip down.
Jessica, if you could come back here for a moment, please.
When we first started to plan for our graduation, 2 poems were written. Both were exceptionally wonderful and had all the emotions that each one of us graduates felt. Our first poem is called A Sainted Heart, and it will be read by its writer, Jennifer Salt.
Thank you, Jessica. Wiping the tears from one another's cries, taking the fears from each other's eyes, watching our eyes filled with sorrow, bringing back the things we borrow. Into the future, astros will be. Into the future, no one can see. Moments and memories ahead in time, memories we had remaining in our minds. Nothing to do but walk down the aisle, knowing we came a million miles. Leaving our teachers and young friends behind, St. Peter's leaving a new path to find. New friends and teachers waiting ahead, our old teachers leaving, encouraging words they say. Even though we're leaving, drifting apart, we'll always be a sainted heart.
Thank you, Jennifer. Our second poem, St. Peter's Saint Forever, was written by Megan Combs. Megan?
At last they call my name. I play this in my mind, yet it doesn't feel the same. In my graduation dress, I walk to St. Peter's stage, like generations before me did when they were just my age. There's Mr. L with a pat on the back and a warm welcome and smile. This might sound funny, but I think it extends a mile. There's Mr. P, he takes my hand and gives it a firm shake. A love for a teacher like this can't be fake. Try as I might, it seems hard to move my feet. I slowly step on stage and my heart skips a beat. No matter how hard it is to try, I just can't help but to cry. I have to leave the school, it's the only one I know. Surely I can't stay here forever, I have to go. It's really hard to do this, but I have to say goodbye. Everywhere around me, I hear other students sigh. Now that it's over, I feel a little faint, but then I smile and remember I'm St. Peter's Saint.
Thank you very much, Megan. Next, we have Gift to present to St. Peter's, and it will be presented by Jennifer Yetman and Suzanne Cruz.
Fellow students, parents, teachers, invited guests. On behalf of the grade 9 graduating class of 2000, we would like to present this picture of the graduates to Mr. Wood, our principal. We trust that it will be hung with pictures of former graduates of St. Peter's. It is our collective wish, Mr. Wood, that there will be many more graduating pictures hung on the walls of St. Peter's for many more years to come. Thank you.
Thank you, and as Jennifer said, I hope there are many, many, many more pictures of you. Thank you.
Now we have one of the emotional highlights of our graduation. To present her thoughts, feelings, and memories on behalf of the graduating class of 1999-2000, one of my good friends, Danielle Mercer, will read her valedictory speech.
Bonsoir, tout le monde, et bonsoir mes amis. Les gradués de 1999. 2000. Soyez le bienvenu. Good evening, and a great welcome to all the parents, grandparents, teachers, special guests, and fellow graduates. My name is Danielle Mercer, and I'm deeply honored to be your valedictorian for this year's graduating class of 1999-2000. I would like to say thank you to everyone who has come here tonight to share with us this very important and memorable occasion in our lives, our graduation. 10 years ago, in September of 1990, we all came together here at St. Peter's for our very first day of school. We were all very afraid and really didn't know what to expect or what we were in for when we arrived here. Some of us began to count to 10 or tie our shoelaces, while others ate Elmer's glue and pulled on little girls' pigtails. We were very angry at our parents for bringing us here and leaving us in a room full of strangers. Fear crept through our bones as we eyed one another in the kindergarten classroom. But as the days passed, many of those strangers became some of our closest friends, and coming to school suddenly wasn't so scary anymore. It was something we looked forward to each day. It was a bond that we had built, and each passing day, that bond grew bigger. Listen carefully, class of 2000, for the sounds you hear tonight will last a lifetime. Store them up and save them in your hearts, for they are priceless. Each whisper, each tick of the clock is a reminder of something you've gained while here at St. Peter's. Remember all the things that we have accomplished here at St. Peter's, for they far outnumber the hours that have elapsed while we were here. Some of these accomplishments will stick out in our minds greater than others. For some of us it was hard, and for others it was easy. But for all of us, it was definitely worth it. These achievements vary from something as easy as learning to read or write our names with Mrs. Boone and Mrs. Mercer, to something as hard as algebra or poetry with Mr. Lundrigan and Mr. Peddle. There is something that we have achieved together that will remain with St. Peter's long after we are gone. Our irrepressible school spirit. Most of us have all taken part in many of the activities that have been offered here at St. Peter's this year. They vary from sports teams like basketball or hockey to after-school groups like drama or the school band. We are all very proud of the many successes that we have achieved thus far here at St. Peter's, but we're not even close to being finished. This is just the beginning of the rest of our lives, and it only gets harder from this point on. We would all not be here tonight if we never had the daily encouragement from our parents, teachers, and friends. They have taught us the valuable things that we will need to embrace a bright and beautiful future. Our teachers have played a very important role in our lives. Every step has been a growing and learning process. I want to thank every teacher, but especially Mrs. Kando, Mr. Lundrigan, and Mr. Peddle. I would like to extend a sincere thank you to Mrs. Kando. All of her time, hard work, and great ideas were greatly appreciated, and we would not be here tonight without her. So thank you. Mr. Peddle and Mr. Lundrigan have helped us a lot in this past year, not only in our study, but when we had a problem. I guess you can say that they are somewhat like our parents, from 9 o'clock in the morning until 3:10 in the afternoon. They tried their best to keep us out of trouble and on track with our work. Even though this was our first year with Mr. Peddle, most of us have grown close to him and respect him very much. We have also grown close to Mr. Lundrigan. One thing that he has definitely taught us is that you can have fun while learning. Even though some of the times we got carried away, we always managed to get back to our work. We have had a few lectures this year too. One I remember was on the importance of homework. After all, we do spend too much time on the phone and not enough at our books. Right, Mr. Lundrigan? Our parents have also greatly impacted our lives. They have given us encouraging words, helpful advice, or even tough criticism. The support that they have given us is invaluable. They encourage us to aim high and reach for our goals. Parents can give advice, they can point or push us in a given direction, but the final authority lies within ourselves. My parents have always encouraged me to challenge myself and strive for what I want. Our last year at St. Peter's has been tough and filled with lots of homework, tests, and challenges. But it has been a wonderful one that will follow us like a shadow for the rest of our lives. Next year, we will enter a new school and environment at Ascension Collegiate, but we have been well prepared by all of our teachers here at St. Peter's. Next year will be filled with new friends and challenges. We will probably go our separate ways, but we will forever cherish and remember the times that we have spent together here at St. Peter's. We sit here tonight, knowing not what lies ahead, but feeling satisfied that we have completed this challenge. You, the graduates of tonight, deserve the greatest congratulations. You've stood the test and should be very proud of yourselves. Well, the clock is ticking, time is fleeting, but true friendship is something that never dies. We have left our mark on St. Peter's, so as we sit here together as a class for the last time, listen to the sounds of the evening. They are our link to the past and our key to the future. To the first grade 9 graduating class of the new millennium, I wish you the greatest success, and I hope all your dreams come true. Bonne chance, mes amis. Thank you.
To present a plaque to a valedictorian we will remember forever, here are Megan Adams and Michael Barrett.
Fellow graduates, parents, teachers, and invited guests, on behalf of the grade 9 graduating class of the year 2000, it gives me great pleasure to present this plaque to our valedictorian, Danielle Mercer, as a small token of our appreciation for doing such a great job. Her kind words, keen memory, good humor, and honest sincerity has allowed all the graduates here tonight to remember with fondness and probably sadness the pleasant and sometimes the not so pleasant events in our school days over the past 10 years. Without question, Danielle, you have helped us realize that St. Peter's will forever be an important part in our growing up and working towards being better people. So Danielle, on behalf of the graduates, we present you with this plaque. Ladies and gentlemen, Danielle Mercer.
Lindsay Walsh and Andrew Osborne to present the plaque to the MC.
Good evening, parents, guests, and especially fellow graduates. It is a great honor and pleasure for me to be presenting this plaque to Jessica, our MC, for an outstanding job tonight. Thank you, Jessica, from the grade 9 graduates.
Next on the program, I guess, is the moment a lot of the graduates, and a lot of people in general, I guess, have been waiting for, the crowning of the King and the Queen. But before I go any further, I can't help but say that all grade 9s are kings and queens. In our eyes, anyway. So, without further ado, I'd like to call on the escorts for the King. And that's Terry Lee Drover and Nicole Griffiths. The voting for both the King and the Queen were closed. And I think the person who is going to get the King is a very deserving King. He's a true gentleman in every sense of the word. And he's just a genuine, nice guy. And at this moment, I'd like to present to you the King for the 1999-2000 graduation year, Chad Drover. Chad, you gotta like that whistling. That's not very good. Okay. Next, the Queen. Chad gotta have a buddy. And likewise, the Queen's voting was very close. And actually, I counted the votes for the Queen. And there's only like 1 and 2 votes in the difference. But I think the Queen is a very deserving Queen as well. She's a genuine, nice young lady. And she seems to have a kind word for everyone, same as Chad. So, I'd like to call upon Sean Dyke and Michael Adams. If they'd come forward, please. And if they'd be so kind as to go and pick up Mallory Peddle. Valerie, you're getting the whistles too?